Hello, in this 1.21.1 NeoForge modpack development tutorial, we're going to be going over how to use KubeJS for block interaction. This video is brought to you by BisectHosting, and we'll get to that later. But for now, let's start with this code. Before we get started, though, it's important to give some general information. There are 4 useful events with block interactions. The first one is event.block.set. This changes the block to whatever is specified in the argument. Next, event.player.tell gives a chat message to the player, and that is the message is a string passed into that function. Next is event.player.give, and this gives the player an item, again specified in the function. Last is event.cancel. There are no arguments for this function because it simply cancels whatever operation we're doing. And with the 5 types of block events, we will see examples for all 4 of these functions. So our first block event is BlockEvents.broken. This triggers certain events in the callback to be whenever the specified block is broken. So in our example here on line 12, we have BlockEvents.broken, and then we're passing in the grass block. Then we're doing a comma, and then we're doing event, arrow notation, and passing in the callback as well. So in the callback, we are putting 2 functions here. First, we are setting the block to be sand, and then we are calling event.cancel. The event on line 13 does as you would expect. It sets the grass block to be sand. And then line 14, the event.cancel, how that works here is it cancels the break. So no block is broken. It's just simply set to sand. Next we're going to be doing BlockEvents.leftClicked. This triggers certain events in the callback whenever the specified block is left-clicked by the player. So for this example, on line 20 is BlockEvents.leftClicked, and similar to broken, we're passing in 2 things. First, we're passing a string, which denotes the block we are looking at. So in this case, Minecraft gravel. The next argument is the callback. So event, arrow notation, open curly braces, and then we're putting in 2 events here. The first one is we are giving the player flint when you left click gravel. And then on line 22, event.block.set Minecraft air. So what that does is it changes the block just to be air. So essentially what this is doing is left clicking on gravel gives you a flint, and then the block disappears. You don't get anything from it. Next is BlockEvents.placed. This triggers certain events in the callback whenever the specified block is placed. So here on line 28, we have BlockEvents.placed passing in a furnace. So what this is doing is essentially we are banning furnaces from being able to be placed. And then the second argument is the callback. So event, arrow notation, open curly brace. First on line 29, we are setting it to be obsidian. On line 30, we are telling the player that furnaces are banned. And then we are canceling the operation. So on line 29, you won't really see the obsidian, but it's something that needs to be done for it to work. But remember, event.cancel cancels everything. So the furnace will not be placed. Next is BlockEvents.rightClicked. So this triggers certain events in the callback whenever the specified block is right-clicked. So let's say for this example, you can place lecterns, but you cannot use them with books and such. So on line 37, we have BlockEvents.rightClicked, passing in lectern, and then passing in the callback event, arrow notation, open curly brace. And then we are just simply telling the user that lecterns cannot be used here. And then once that's done, we do event.cancel. So if you right click of the book in Quill, it won't work. Last in this video is BlockEvents.farmland trampled. This triggers certain events in the callback whenever the player tramples farmland. So for this example, on line 45, BlockEvents.farmland trampled. This only needs one argument, which is the callback. So event, arrow notation, open curly brace. Now we're simply telling the player that they trample farmland. So I hope this video was informative. First of all, learning how to use specific events in the callback, and also learning the 5 types of block interaction events. But before we go, I would like to give a shout out to my server hosting partner, BisectHosting. This is a great service I've used for quite a while now. They offer server hosting for over 80 games. You can pre-install over 2,000 Minecraft modpacks automatically. They offer 24/7, 365 support for troubleshooting your server and mods. You get full file access. You can host your server from across 20 secure locations across the world. I highly recommend you check out my affiliate link in the description below. It'll bring you to this website with lots of great information. And again, thank you for BisectHosting for supporting me. Happy to support them in return. They really do offer great service. But if you have any questions regarding block interactions in 1.21.1 NeoForge KubeJS, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Please like the video if you found it informative, and feel free to subscribe to get more similar content in the future. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.